like watching one of those documentaries on successful people. No, I've read it. I read through it. I skimmed through it. I'm not. It's like a documentary. So it's not like in his own words, but it just shows what kind of person he is. Like, I don't dislike the guy, but I think he's a lot less likable or friendly than I thought. Like, he's not a bad person. He's just a lot less, I don't know, empathetic than I thought. I don't know. The guy who wrote it interviewed him for like 2 years. So Walter Isaacson.
Little shimmy behind the back. He don't know where I'm going. Spin downhill. Watch out! Hey! That's tough. Tie ball game. Skiddity tap tap. 2 taps for the poster. You feel me? Lock in now, chat. Little shimmy.
Should have made a documentary. I think the reason why there's multiple podcast episodes on the guy who wrote it. I'm sure there's documentaries on Elon Musk anyway. Like let me find it. Elon Musk documentary. But it's interesting, I guess, because the guy who wrote it has actually interviewed him for more than 2 years. He's just a lot less emotionally, I don't know, emotionally is the right word. He's very like a maniac around building his products. He doesn't care about firing whom. He just fires people because he wants to. He's very I don't know if it's like Steve Jobs. I've not read the Steve Jobs biography yet, but it's also written by the same author, Walter Isaacson. He doesn't hesitate to fire people. I think that I don't really love from the book. But apparently, there's a saying, it was a high, slow, fire fast. So maybe this is the right way to do business. There is a saying, you gotta fire fast if you think it's bad for your business. Damn, I think his children's probably working at his company, I don't know. He has multiple kids. Are these his sons? Yeah, because I'm trying to build a business. James Musk are his younger brothers, really? I thought you only had one brother. Cousins. His cousins. originally from South Africa. I think it's very interesting. He just decides he wants to start a company and starts gathering talent and people to build that company with him. It's very different from Gary Vee concept, who's like, oh, be patient, or you're gonna be kind. It's very different. Like, I don't think Elon's extremely kind, and I don't think he's extremely like very slow or patient. He's in a rush. Like, so it's very different from all the Gary Vee content I've listened to. Really? I don't believe that, because I think if you're Caucasian, like a lot of the products, let's say in UK and US, are built for Caucasian people, like including the media. So I don't know. Like, I feel like as an East Asian who grew up in the UK, there's not really much products specifically built for like an Asian guy. Like especially the media, it's very tailored towards like if you're like a white guy living here. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe in Asia it's more like that. I think I saw a Charlie Kirk video. He said he didn't believe in white privilege. Obviously, I'm not talking bad about the guy. He was basically saying in a video that he didn't believe in white privilege because he felt like, you know, other people of other races had the same opportunities. But I don't agree with that. I do think like if you're a different ethnicity, you will have like a sort of bias towards you. So I don't agree with that. Like I think if you're the majority ethnicity, so if I went to Asia, I think when I went to university, I did realize East Asian people treat me kind of differently than as someone who grew up in the UK. It wasn't like extreme racism, but it was more like it depends on the person, right? Because you can have nice people too, but it's, I don't know, like I feel like people in Manchester are quite polite, because my recent experience is that people are quite polite. But when my memories from growing up was that I lived in an area called Blackburn, and I think there definitely is a portion that is a little bit racist, and they're like maybe like under 5%. But there was also an element of like you just standing out, and people would just like make jokes about, I don't know, Asian people, or like Jackie Chan or whatever. Like so I think, I don't know, like so I do think, I don't know if you can call it privilege, but it is like the bulk of society, Western society, is made for like a white person. It's not like, as an East Asian guy, we're not really even depicted in the movies as like masculine or attractive. Like a lot of that is depicted in East Asian movies or East Asian dramas. So the product isn't even built for like, you know, people of different ethnicities. I do think if you're a different ethnicity, you will get some. Like mine wasn't extremely bad, but it affects like how people treat you as well. Because some people will be overly protective, and I think it's not exactly what you want as a guy to feel like other people have to defend you. Because it's almost like you're some sort of sheep that needs to be like protected against. And so I didn't really like that. But I realized when I was with East Asian people, they're obviously not racist towards me. It's more like a judgment on how I behaved more than racism, because I was so different. Like they thought I was British. Yeah, for them, they just think I'm a British guy. That's all they see. Even if my face looks Chinese to them, they'll be like, because I remember meeting a Chinese classmate. He was like, "Oh, Tom, you're British." Because at the time I thought I was Chinese, but when I talk to Chinese people, I realize, okay, I'm not. I really like them. But anyway, I think it's I saw the Charlie Cut. To be honest, that's probably, I can't really say bad things about the guy because I don't really know the guy, but obviously he's not around. But like he did say statements like in his videos that that kind of wasn't fully true, and I could see why someone would, because the guy who attacked him had like a trans girlfriend, and he talked about like that, like trans, and I don't know if I want to make a statement on it, but like but anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna be like I don't really care about fitting in. Now I'm older, I just don't care. Like but yeah, there's not really many. Because when I read the Elon book, I just realized a lot of these like the things that he's trying to do is very noble. It's very grand. Like it's a very big scale thing. But partially why I wanted to be a content creator is because I didn't feel like there was enough representation of like East Asian people in Western societies. But I feel like even though I made so much videos, it's not like, as someone who tried to do it, like I also feel like there's not really a huge demand for it either. Yeah, I don't know. I think growing up, I didn't really try to fit in primary or high school. I mostly tried to fit in when I was in university, but I realized that I wouldn't. It was a realization that I wasn't really part of either group fully. Like they only had like the British Chinese people that I could relate to at the time. That's like a very small percentage of society, so it wasn't. I didn't really try to fit in high school. I didn't care. I was too focused on like, you know, all the games I was playing and like trying to get good grades. But it was at one point where I tried. It's not like identity crisis, but it's realization that you're not really part of either one. Like you're not fully either one. It wasn't like lonely or anything. It was just like I think I just wanted. At one point, I tried to learn Chinese better so I could be more Chinese, but I realized that wouldn't work because I couldn't pretend to be a Chinese person. Like I couldn't pretend to be like a proper Chinese person. It wouldn't work. I mean, like, if you're not white, I think you'll realize the racism a lot more. It's not like I go out and there's like, I don't know, it's probably like 5% of the population. Maybe there's also some biases too. I don't know. My recent experience of being in Manchester, to be honest, I think people can be quite polite, but it's more like a British sort of like politeness. Like, but I think, yeah, there's definitely like hidden bias in like I don't know, dating or getting jobs. It's like they don't think I can speak English. Anyway. Racist towards Chinese. Yes, it's also because there's less Chinese people, and there's probably less of them being vocalizing it on social media. Yeah, there's definitely people that are racist towards East Asians. I feel like you probably wouldn't notice this as much unless you're East Asian. Like if you search it on TikTok, you'll find all the posts. Reading my other life. Reading my other life. Is that Mia again? She's constantly in my life for some reason. Anyway, they're writing, why is he speaking to himself? It's a fucking life. You can talk. I can talk to myself if I want to, but I'm not trying to do that. I mean, hey, like, what's wrong with talking to? I've asked ChatGPT if talking to yourself is normal. It says it's totally normal. Hello. No, I think like if you're not Asian, you can't really relate to the experience. Like, because I've talked to like, you know, South Asian people and they said they get it. It's more like maybe like less than 10% of the population. Some would say like, I don't know, it's all talking about it was a long time ago. We talk about Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, and like most people guys doing that, but I think there's also racism from women too. Like some, but it's not like so much that if you go out, you just get some random racist talking to you. I think the main thing about it is, I don't know, I think I saw Elon post talking about like how racism is being used a lot. I think it's the main thing, it's mostly ignorance, and it's mostly what's the right word? Like disrespect. Like kind of ignorant is probably what I call it too. It's not really that common. Like the last, I don't know, couple times I've gone out. I think a lot of it's due to, for me, I think it's due to the lack of representation of, I don't know, Chinese culture in the Western societies. China doesn't really make films for international audience. There's one guy that got a lot of views. What's his name? Kevin Crater or whatever. I think I shared it. It went viral. The Kevin Crater guy. I'll share it to you on Instagram. No, I think it's mostly ignorance. It's ignorance. Because they don't have much reference of Chinese. I think it's mostly ignorance. They don't have much reference of Chinese people. And a lot of it is making fun of your appearance. And I think both East Asian girls and guys have probably experienced that, especially if they grew up in Western society. I think if you grew up in China, you probably obviously don't experience this. Like if you listen to the woman who did what's it called, the K-pop Demon Hunters, what's her name? I always forget her name. The woman who voiced the main character in K-pop Demon Hunters. I forgot her name. Arden Cho. I always forget her name. Her name is hard to remember because I barely remember this person. Arden Cho. She's like a YouTuber. She's also an actor, voice actor. She said in a video she grew up in, I don't know, America or California, wanted to be blonde. It was like a Korean American woman. Fairly pretty. She's 40 now, but fairly pretty. She said she grew up, she wanted to be a blonde with blue eyes, and I don't know. I feel like only growing up in America would make you feel like that because you're not the majority ethnicity. I did grow up wanting to be blonde with blue eyes. I was annoyed there wasn't any East Asians on the media, so I wanted more cool East Asian men in Western media. But growing up, Hollywood is obviously terrible at doing that. So I thought black hair was cool. So I can sort of get what she's trying to say. She basically wanted to, like, I don't know, potentially blend in better. Still, it's because it's all American writers that do it. I think Hollywood's probably still predominantly Caucasian and white dominated. The only time you probably get a very handsome East Asian guy is through Chinese or Korean films. But I think Koreans, they're more likely to make it for an international audience, whereas China's just making it for a Chinese market. That's why we don't see much Chinese films in international movies. I think they're trying to make it a hit in China, and Chinese audience obviously they're gonna understand Chinese, and you know it's a different sort of audience. OpenAI just killed 1 billion startups. Yeah, I mean, now I'm older, I just don't really care about fitting in. I think I just chose to be myself. I think it's also annoying because, like, for me, I don't know, like, I still find it annoying there's not many handsome East Asian men in Western media, but I feel like, I don't know if it's also a commercial element of too. So I want to see stuff like that. Like, I would pay to see stuff like that. But I don't know if there's generally a lot of demand for it. I mean, they clearly shown that South Korea is able to make it. But South Korea invests a lot of money into, like, making this kind of stuff. And what I'm getting from the Elon books is that Elon is really hardcore on making what he wants to make. He has like a vision for what he wants to make, and he's like a maniac about making it happen. Like when everyone around him is like, "Oh, this isn't doable," he almost like wills it into existence. Reading the book, I think it's quite interesting. Like, I don't really have particular visions for like a film that I'm gonna make. Maybe I should. Like, he also invests a lot of money into it, so it's not him doing it by himself. I think probably my mistake is that I'm trying to do it by myself. I'm trying to do it alone. I'm trying to produce things alone, and that's probably my mistake. Because he has entire teams to do it with him, and he gathers talent. So one idea I'm getting from his book is that I think I probably have an element where I'm hoping that people come to me, and I think I'm not necessarily successful or famous enough for people to come to me yet. So I think he tries to gather talent. He tries to gather people. So like if he wants to start a rocket company, he tries to gather like I guess people that he can start that with. Like he starts hiring engineers to build it with him. It's not like he's doing it by himself. There is something called One Fu in America though. That is a bunch of Asian Americans making just primarily Asian content. I used to watch it in university, but it's not as popular now. I used to watch it when I was in university. A long time ago. We're talking about 9 years ago. It's mainly YouTube long form videos. The Asian Bachelor. Let me see it.
Anesthesiologist, and I actually just got back from a mission trip where we provided free surgeries in developing countries to people in need.
I work as an aeronautical engineer in the aerospace and defense industry, and we build fighter jets for the U.S. military.
First
I wish I
Asian
could tell you
Bachelor.
more.
So
Right, yeah.
We know Grant is the next one, and he's only the second ever Black Bachelor. So let's keep the trend going.
There were a lot of eligible Asian contestants from the past seasons of The Bachelorette, but we managed to narrow it down to these 5 stellar men.
Oh yeah. From season 19, we have Ethan Kang. Season 16, Dr. Joe.
okay, this is a bunch of Asian actors to be on here, but anyway, I'm not gonna watch it because I stopped watching that sort of content. But I watched that stuff when I was in uni. But it seems like, I don't know, I guess if you want to start a production company, it would make sense that I gather the world's best editors. Like, I don't think I was trying to start a production company. I just wanted to do what I want. But it seems that me doing it alone is not working because I've tried it for almost 5 or 6 years, and I realized, like, I need to gather like a really good editor, a YouTube strategist, and these will all cost a lot of money. A really good editor, really good social media strategist, someone to film, a cameraman. And I guess if you're like a multi-millionaire, of course you could afford to like hire all these kind of people. I would need, who else? Like, unless I'm giving them company equity, right? An equity in company. You would need, what else would you need to be a successful content creator? I guess, firstly, a really good editor, both long form and short form. Someone who's really good at the strategy, the overlay, the text. Cameraman's not as important, to be honest. I guess like cameraman, but it's not really as important. I think the most important is the editors and the strategy around, what thumbnails, what titles, what to make, the ideas behind the content, the ideas about what sort of content will pop, and then the experimentation. And I think a lot of the time, I think my mistake was I was trying to ask people in my life for what content I should produce. But a lot of people in my life are not. They're not really content. Firstly, they're not content creators, and they probably don't have the passion to like want to make videos. I think they just enjoy watching the content. So you need like people who are very talented in like video production. I mean, you can ask people what to make, but I think they don't really understand like how to make it. You think my voice showed that I didn't enjoy it? I probably don't enjoy, I don't like it that much because that day I was just by myself and there weren't much people in the live, so I felt kind of isolated. What do you mean during the live? Nah, but then I went swimming. I went swimming and then I felt better. So after I went swimming, I felt really good. I don't know if something about the swimming led to a lot of blood flow in the body, and it felt better. I don't know if it's also because there's people there too. So swimming made me feel better than opening that damn pecs. It was just like what the fuck am I doing? I also feel like a video. So if I had millions of pounds, I'd definitely start employing people. I mean, if this business generated a lot of money, I would definitely employ people too. The content business is actually kind of hard to do. Let me ask you, is a content business harder to do than what Elon is doing? Is it harder to start a content company? Because I think if Elon started a fucking content creation company, obviously, if he wasn't famous, if he wasn't rich, like, because right now he's actually famous, right? So he's like a celebrity-ish. I mean, like, if he wasn't famous, I don't think he'd succeed doing it. He started things that he actually wanted to do. Business looks simpler. The game is psychological, not physical. The main thing is you're fighting for human attention, and it's hard. So humans just generally like nope, scroll past. You're fighting for what's a human attention, blah 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 blah. Elon's world is hard technically. I think you said my face shows when I don't enjoy something. That's probably why I didn't like my last job, because it was so obvious that I didn't like it. And that manager was not nice to me. I don't try to pretend either. Like, I don't put on fucking. But his book shows that there are like people like that in the world that just fire you instantly because they feel like you're not doing anything with their business. They're not super kind about it. Like, Elon literally just decides to fire people at the moment, like just because he has a mood swing and you're in his way. He's in a bad mood and just decides to fire a bunch of people because they feel like it's progressing too slow. why it explains why his behavior on Twitter is he's constantly in like arguments with random people like Sam Altman. Like he always tweets random stuff like President Trump was blah 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 blah. It explains his behavior. He supported Trump, but then a couple months ago he tweeted some things about Trump. I can't remember the exact insults. He insulted Trump a couple times because they probably had some sort of falling out. It explains all his behavior. You know, he made like a very funny post of Bill Gates with a big stomach, and he tweeted like the emoji of a pregnant guy and literally put it side to side with Bill Gates. That was actually funny, but I didn't understand why he was doing that. But now I read the book, I actually understand it on a better level of why he's doing that. Like, because he ended up talking to Bill Gates because Bill Gates wanted him to do philanthropy, and I don't know, he was trying to convince him to invest all the things that he was doing philanthropy wise, so you could try to convince Elon to put money into it, all the charities or whatever that he was working on, whatever. And Bill Gates shorted Tesla stock, meaning he was betting on Tesla's stock dropping, right? I think throughout the book he was reading that basically Elon really didn't like the fact that he did that. It's really something about Bill Gates shorting Tesla stock really, what's the right word? Like it really like threw him off and made him not like Bill Gates. So that's why he posted that. Because he believed that I don't know, if you're trying to help the world, you shouldn't be betting against like I don't know, like Tesla, who was he claimed to be helping the world in a lot of ways in terms of like building sustainable energy. So after that encounter that he said he shorted Tesla stock, he didn't like Bill Gates. It's actually funny because I think there's such a silly reason. Like, actually Bill Gates lost 1.5 billion for shorting Tesla, so he actually a lot of people lost a lot of money. Meaning that like when Tesla stock surged, I think it surged in 2020, it spiked a lot. All the people that shorted Tesla lost a lot of money. Because if you short a stock, you have infinite downside. Like, because the stock can go from 0 to infinity. So the more, when you short a stock, you make money if the stock goes down. So if the stock goes up a lot, you lose a lot of money. And so a lot of people who bet against him lost a lot of money. I wish I bought Tesla stock, but I wasn't really paying attention to Tesla at all. I didn't learn about it because I felt like I should know about it. I just read about it in books. I bought stocks. So I have skin in the game. I'm no pro. I'm not like fucking Elon Musk with, you know, billions. Like, to be honest, reading the book just makes me realize that I probably play too small. Like, it just, obviously I'm not comparing to the amount of money he has now, but even in his like late 20s, he had like millions. Even in his 20s, he had like he had millions after he sold his first business with his brother. He didn't start off rich. I think he started off like a normal person, and then after his sale of his first business, he made loads of money. All you have to do is buy something called the S&P 500. 500. It's not going to make you rich. The S&P 500 averages around 8 to 12% a year. So if you just buy that, so the way it works is if you put £1,000 into it, you get around potentially £80 to £120 a year. It's not a lot. And that's stacked up on the price, the price increasing. You're not gonna make a lot of money off that. So obviously, if you have £1 million, and 10% of the year on 1 million is 100k. So you'll be upping 100k a year. But I'm getting a sense after, I don't know, consuming a lot of random content, is that it's not the best way to make money. Yeah, so it compounds each year. So each year, if you go, like they call it the power of compounding. So after 7 years, you'll double your money, which 7 years is a long time. So there's better investments than the S&P 500. So 7 years is a long time to double your money. You can literally double your money buying something like Bitcoin or Ethereum when it crashes. But the reason why it's not completely risk-free, but it's relatively low risk. You can search into it. It's called the S&P 500. It's a basket of some of the top American stocks. Why don't you just install ChatGPT and ask it, why should I buy the S&P 500? I told you to install it. You need to install it. Yes, AI. You're not gonna avoid AI. AI is gonna take over. Like, you know, Elon Musk is trying to build robots. I'm reading the book. It's actually giving me a better insight into what he's doing. He's trying to build robo-taxis, right? Which is it's basically cars that drive by themselves and don't require humans. So he wants the future to be that we don't need anyone to drive. We just have these robo-taxis going around. I don't know, I guess people pay to go in them, and it becomes like a business for him, like part of Tesla or whatever. No one has to drive. You just have robo-taxis that are around that drive them by themselves. I think it's already made, but he wanted it. I think he wanted it to be built in 2020. And obviously it's 2025 and we're not seeing self-driving cars everywhere, but he wants the world to be like that. I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know, he just wants that. Is his vision. He also wanted to like this. It's not that it's hard. You know, there is risk to driving too. But to be honest, I feel like if there was robo-taxis and everywhere had robo-taxis, I think potentially the risk of car accidents is going to be lower. Let me ask AI, does robo-taxi actually exist right now? Is there robo-taxis of Elon Musk that exist right now? Because I'd rather have like automated cars. It's operational in select areas as of October 2025. It launched in June 2025. So it's already launched. But there's a lot of regulation involved. He was writing in the book, well, he didn't write the book, but what I'm understanding is that there's a lot of regulatory elements to it, so it's not easy to have it everywhere in the world so far. But he wants it everywhere. That's his vision. I don't think it's his main vision, but he has a lot of these things that he wants in the world. I think the craziest thing is that he's the maniac behind, he's the architect behind it. And he's not really conforming to people around him that are saying, oh, this is not possible. He just wants it made. And like everyone else around him has to listen to what he's saying and do it. And I think that's the craziest part. I think it's very, he's basically the CEO, but still like, yeah, I think that's interesting. It's very towards his vision of what he wants to be made. let me search it on YouTube. You can probably find robotaxis. Let's see, robotaxis. Tesla. It's gonna be the future, is it? I think the craziest thing is that he's actually able to do it. Like, he has a vision of what he wants, and he makes it happen. He's not trying to harm. He believes that these are things that he wants to exist. He rode in Tesla's robotaxi.
Let's go this.
Wow, is there no one in the car?
Go to. Bye.
Look at Tesla, the robotaxi. 就是他
We have a Tesla employee here, and yeah, gonna check it out. Our first ever robotaxi ride. See you guys. Bye.
So it already exists. 自动开的车，好像它这个能，但是好像它车会自动开，
Cool. It recognized it.
就是 Tesla 的。
Fasten my seatbelt. Start ride. Okay, let's check out this interface up here. Route contains closed roads. Okay.
Robotaxi.
Now I
Well, there's
see
a
that
Tesla
here.
employee in the car.
Ride in 12 minutes. Right, we're going to go to Starbucks. From
So there's no
Taco
one
Bell,
driving the car.
Boston,
It's just
California.
automatically driving by itself, but the steering wheel is moving by itself.
Navigating out of this place.
Damn！ 你看，没有人在那边开啊，它自动开。
这是以后中国都有了，
但是它是 Elon Musk 做的。
中国也有了。Elon Musk
Super excited to
中国也早
do
就
our
有
first
了。
ever customer robotaxi rides here.
Well, I don't know how many kind of these automated cars. I think Google was trying to build it.
Just some music options here. Connect once. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, pull over. I don't want to pull over. Interesting. So if you need to pull over, it looks like you will pull over. You just press that confirm button. The vehicle will reach out to a support agent for assistance. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's check this out.
Okay, so Waymo was the first one.
Let's look at this interface a little more. Let's go to this. Looks like a robotaxi interface. Ah, interesting. There's a pullover button, the stop in lane, and it says support. And then you have a navigation screen. Yeah, a little different navigation screen.
Damn.
Alright, I'm at a Starbucks. I'm getting picked up by my second robotaxi ride here.
Before we get going, do you mind if I see your app real quick?
Sure.
If we're having small talk, feel free to explore the UI. Take a look around.
Cool, thank you. Alright, we know the drill here. Go to Joe's Coffee Shop. We're just gonna start the ride like this. And we're gonna get there in about 8 minutes. Here's the ride. Yeah, like nobody in the driver's seat there, just driving away.
Oh, you can see it? Well, it's just the guy sat in the backseat of the car. There's no one driving the car. The car's driving by itself. But I think maybe the guy sitting on the passenger seat in the front is the owner of the car or a Tesla employee. No, I see that on Twitter at some point.
Here on the
Well, ChatGPT is telling me Elon's not the first guy to make a robotaxi, but he wants to scale it. It's actually quite interesting. So he's not the first one to build it. honest, I actually trust the machine more potentially than the human. I think a human's more likely to crash. So commercial robotaxi is in San Francisco, so mainly California, Austin, operating in China too, Hong Kong. The AI die? What, the film? The Megan Fox film? I've not seen it. I still want it to exist. I just can't be bothered driving. Oh. I think AI's disrupting a lot of things, including content creators. It's gonna disrupt content creator as a job too. Oh my god. My mom's gossip. Seeing random posts on Twitter, man. Oh my god. I still call it Twitter. X now. X.com. Ooh.
中国的领导人对高市有非常大的意见。为什么？高市在日本被称之为女安倍，而且比安倍还要更加的极右翼。打个比方来说好了，高市在10年内到靖国神社拜访高达11次，比安倍还多一次。
Good night, good night.
而且他对靖国神社里面所供奉的14位2战的甲级战犯，他是极为推崇。这14个甲级战犯里面，除了大家非常熟悉的东条英机啦、北野天歌啦、原正史啦以外，高市对这些杀人魔王都是如此之尊敬。你认为中国人可以接受高市成为了日本的首相，然后与日本改善中日关系吗？最近中国不是对日本的华裔的参议员士兵进行重度的制裁吗？你知道士兵的好朋友是谁？就是高市啊。而高市是不承认有南京大屠杀。
I have another account. Yeah, I have another account.
搞过731
I'm streaming on the other account.
对中国人拿来做活体实验的，高市甚至认为所谓的慰安妇都是中国民主世界服务中的兵分。所以你认为中国人会接受高市吗？ 汉的时候，担任的朝鲜、韩国总督啊，一战犯。当时在太平洋战争的时候，当主席的选举，到了最后不容易。更重要的是，在昨天，国民党主席候选人的电视辩论里面，原来现在一马当先，很多人说他的胜选已经10拉9稳的郑丽文，竟然说了一句很不得体的话。他说，他要跟高市见面，他要去日本拜访高市长面，因为他们2个人都是优秀的女性政治家。他觉得由他跟高市长要进行政党外交是再合适不过的。郑丽文很明显对高市的背景是不了解，郑丽文很明显的对中日之间的矛盾是不了解，所以当郑丽文说他要跟高市之间进行会晤，进行政党外交，而且在辩论会的时候被张亚中公开的提出来进行批判，这个祸就很大。你知道现在支持郑丽文最大的选票的力量就是军系的选票。所谓军系的选票，就是黄埔系的选票，也就是过去从军中退伍下来的这些老兵老将军的选票。
玛丽们没不阿玛丽嘎我丽，真的。